Hey guys, Jarek here, going to be doing some more Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This time we're doing some team deathmatch on the map Standoff, and I'm going to be using the M27, kind of an interesting setup here, using the wildcard primary gunfighter. My attachments are an ACOG, select fire, and a quick draw handle. My pistol is a TAC 45. My perks are hardline, toughness, and engineer. So this setup works fairly well. It kind of changes the way you deal with the M27 a little bit. I didn't show it too well in this video, but once you put select fire on it, it pretty much makes this gun a pretty decent DMR, pretty much something that works like the SIG 556, something, or the SWAT 556 as they call it in this game. Something that you can really use at long range and medium range, and decently pretty well up close as long as you have a quick draw handle. So it really becomes a good all-around gun. Now you can hit people with this gun without using select fire at long range, but select fire actually allows you to kill them quicker because it's pretty much pinpoint 3-round burst and you can shoot it faster. You don't have to control the recoil, it's just plain easier. So yeah, went back to playing Black Ops 2. Took a short break from it for a while because a few new games came out, one of which I didn't make any videos of because I don't have any actual real way to get quality out of that game. But as you all know, I beat Crysis 3, and I'm kind of confused at the... People don't seem to like it that much. I personally myself really liked it. Graphically aside, I mean, graphics definitely do add to that game. Part of its appeal is the atmosphere, the immersion, the graphics overall. It still is quite easily the best looking game out by far. I mean, it really just blows anything out of the water when you're talking about graphics. But that aside, I mean, that alone isn't going to make a game. It adds to the game, but it doesn't make the game. I found the gameplay fun, though. People seem to... Crysis 1 fans really seem to be upset if any future Crysis game is slightly more linear than Crysis 1 was. Because Crysis 1 wasn't linear at all. It was pretty sandbox. It was pretty an open world game, basically. Crysis 2 was very, very linear. I still find it to be a fun game with all the console port bullshit to PC aside. They really did drop the ball on the PC version of that game. DirectX 9 on release, when they finally released the DirectX 11 patch, like 6 months down the line, it just made the game crash like crazy. Ultimately, Crysis 2 is kind of a failure as a PC game, but the gameplay itself was fun, and I did enjoy it, even though it was kind of linear, but it did have good progression. The maps kind of got a little bit bigger as the game went along, the battles got larger. Kind of became a giant clusterfuck later on. It was pretty... Overall, it was a pretty fun game, I can say. Crysis 3 basically tried to combine the two. Oh, real quick. The AGR. This AGR, you gotta be careful where you put it down. If you put it down next to a wall or something, it just fucking disappears. It just, like, blows up, and then you lose your AGR. It's ridiculous how they've never really fixed that. It's kind of annoying. Hopefully they'll fix that in the future, but I don't really think they will. Yeah, I lost my AGR when I threw it. It just plain disappeared. Kind of annoying. But, what was I going to say? Alright. Crysis 2, or Crysis 3 basically tried to combine Crysis 1 and Crysis 2, and I found that to be very fun. The maps weren't quite as open as Crysis 1, but they definitely weren't as linear as Crysis 2. And the gameplay was fun. But there seems to be a fairly large... I mean, people aren't massively hating on it, but there's a fairly large whiplash of the game. Backlash, basically saying the game's not that good, I don't find it fun, it's dumb, it's a waste of time. The ones on PC that are saying this are basically just saying it's not as good as Crysis 1 because it's not as open, as I've said. But a lot of them are on console basically saying this game isn't optimized, doesn't run well, I don't find it fun, the lighting is terrible. You're playing on 8-year-old consoles. That's the only thing I have to say. You are playing a game that is finally completely up to date. Every game could look like that because that's the technology we have nowadays. Everything's finally up to date, and you're choosing to play it on an 8-year-old console. What do you expect? Especially the lighting. I will say the lighting is horrible on the console version. If it is dark, you can't see a damn thing. And if there's a light shining, you're completely blinded on the console version. On the PC version, you don't have that problem. So, yeah, Crysis 3, I'm finally done with it. So I finally had some time to kick back, relax, go back into Black Ops 2, play a few games, and upload them when I had a chance. And I can say that this combination of kill streaks is incredibly overpowered. So I threw out a Warthog and a VTOL. So I'm controlling my VTOL right now. The Warthog kind of makes it difficult to actually shoot my VTOL down. They have to do it very, very quick. And usually I'll get a chance to actually kill them before they're able to do that, like this guy's trying to do right now, and nope, he's going to get killed real quick. And the Warthog flying by gets a ton of kills too, so you will rack up the kills if you're using these two kill streaks combination. Throw them out at the same time, and you'll get twice the amount of kills as you will if you threw them out separately. So yeah, I did mention another game that I was playing that it kind of delayed making videos of other games, stuff like that, and that was Fire Emblem Awakening. So yeah, I did actually go out and I did actually buy a 3DS. I keep telling myself I don't care about Nintendo because, to be completely honest, I really don't. Everything they do has been, ever since pretty much the Wii came out, it's just been catering more and more towards casual gamers. That was hard to say for some reason. It caters more and more towards casual gamers. I don't care about the games they put out on their consoles. And if they completely got rid of Fire Emblem and Pokemon, I would just not care about Nintendo. Nothing else they do I care about. It doesn't appeal to someone that really spends hours and hours and hours into games like Red Orchestra 2, or someone that's... I don't want to use the term hardcore gamer because that's kind of turned into a cringe-worthy term at this point. But yeah, it just doesn't appeal to people like me that really spend a lot of time PC gaming. But yeah, I did beat Fire Emblem Awakening, and I do love Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is definitely a game I like to spend a lot of time in, and I can say it's pretty good aside from the annoying art design. Everyone is like, for lack of a better term, everyone kind of has the chibi design, and no one has any fucking feet. It really kind of takes you out of the immersion. Other than that, another good Fire Emblem game, can't say much about it. So yeah, there's a final kill cam, not me, but I did get the most amount of kills in the game, and I did die once when I was using my kill streak, so I basically went 31-1, even though I technically went 31-2. So there you go, there's another game of Black Ops 2, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.